Hey everybody, Allison here, and today I'm going to be talking about a topic that has been coming up so much lately. That's stress eating. And these are the top 3 things you can do to go ahead and curb that stress eating, turn it around, and make it a thing of the past. So we have had a hell of a year, to just put it mildly, right? And a lot of us have been working from home with our kids and trying to keep them entertained and safe and educated while we're also trying to get our work done. And one of the things that's there is the kitchen and all our snacks and the pantry and all our food. And one of the things that we've been having a whole lot of is stress. Our stress levels have been through the roof. So we find our hands in the bag of cookies, in the bag of chips way more often than we would like. And it's a really vicious cycle, right? Because we will be stress eating for something and we feel better temporarily, but after all of it's over, we have all this guilt and shame and feelings of inadequacy and everything that goes along with whenever it is overeating. On top of the physical problems that come with it, where we actually physically feel ill because of it. So stress eating is something that is really common and has upticked a whole lot this year, but is also something that we really do have some control over, although it feels like we're totally out of control over it right now. So real quick, I'm going to go over 3 things that you can do to help curb that stress eating, okay? The first one is going to require a little bit of introspection, maybe some journaling, definitely some meditating or thinking about this on your behalf. And that is this question. Think of this question. What is the benefit that you are getting out of eating this food right now? Because to be completely blunt, if there was no benefit whatsoever, like zero benefit, then we wouldn't be doing it. So we are getting some kind of benefit out of this stress eating, and we got to figure out what the benefit is that we're getting. Once you have really thought that down and figured out exactly what benefit you're getting out of it, then that enables you to go look at how can I get that benefit from something else so I can swap it out, because we don't want to give up the good things that we're getting from eating, from dealing with our stress this way. We just want to figure out a more adaptive and more constructive way to deal with it, and get that benefit some other way. So we have to find out exactly what benefit are we getting from eating these foods. The second thing that we can do is my favorite cheesy thing to do, but it is a pattern interrupt, what I call a pattern interrupt. So what happens when we're stress eating is often we find ourselves in the chocolate or in the cookies or whatever, and it's a subconscious action. It has become a habit or a pattern, so something triggers us, and then we don't even really think cohesively about what we're doing, and we end up just in the middle of it when we realize what's going on. And so the best way to make sure that this doesn't happen and that you actually do make a conscious choice about what you're going to be eating is to instill a pattern interrupt. And the cheesiest way to do this is to put something near the snacks or around the snacks or the things that you tend to stress eat, so that it's not normal. Okay. You can make a cheesy little stop sign and tape it to your cookie bag. So you go grab the cookie bag and there's like a red stop sign in your face. And that's enough for your conscious brain to pick up and be like, oh, like I'm grabbing the cookies again, right? It can be as simple as moving the snacks from their normal location into a different, harder to get to cabinet. Again, you'll be like doing your regular pattern, end up in the normal location, find yourself rummaging around, and they're not there. You actually have to go somewhere else to go get them. And that could be the pattern interrupt. But do something to change where your snacks are normally located or where the things that you normally stress eat are located, so that not necessarily that it has to be harder to get to them, but so that when you're getting to them, something different happens during that time frame. Like the stop sign is something different, and that'll catch your eye, and then you're able to make a conscious choice about whether or not you're going to choose to have that snack versus finding that you've had the snack and it's been a subconscious choice. That's where we want to get out of, is the subconscious thing, and into the conscious choosing of our foods. The third thing that we can do is to change the availability of foods that are around. So if we know that we are a snacker, or when we get frustrated at work, we take a break and it tends to be in the kitchen or something like that, then let's make foods available to us that are foods that are nutritious, nutrient-dense foods that will help us feel better in the long run. So we want to have more fruit available. We want to have more veggies available. We want to have cool dips, like your favorite things, ranch dip, your favorite things, hummus, whatever. Like, have those readily available front and center in the fridge. So when you go in there, they're available and easy for you to grab. grab instead of, something that maybe is a choice that you don't want to be making every day. So by changing the availability of foods in the kitchen and putting more nutritious, more nutrient-dense foods front and center, like keeping some almonds at your desk, so those are easiest to get versus like the chips in the kitchen, so harder to get. Change the availability of what's around you. That also includes if there is a food that you know is a trigger food, and when you eat it, you end up going way overboard on it, or it's something that you know every time you eat it, you feel sick. Like say, my example is dairy, right? I don't do well with it. Every time I eat it, like 4 hours later, I regret it because my stomach is in knots, but I'll still eat it sometimes because cheese is delicious, right? And so for me, in that situation, it's probably a good idea to just stop having the cheese in the house, right? It's not something that's healthy for my body because I clearly have an intolerance to it. And so if you have a food that's like that you still eat because you love it, or it's, it tastes good, or you eat it for whatever reasons, and you know that it makes you feel like crap when you're done, like get it out of the house. It's okay to do that. You don't have to finish off what it is. It's okay to throw it away. It's okay to not buy it. So that's another way to change the availability through foods. So hopefully these 3 tips helped you guys out. Let me know what you think about them. And when you try one of them out, come here and comment and tell me how it went for you. I'm really curious to see how these help you guys out. So with that, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you later for the next video. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching my video. If you want more great content like this, comment and let me know what questions you'd like me to address. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.